Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and welcome to my channel. I was thinking I haven't done a Deb's Musing in quite a while, and having our youngest granddaughter over got me to thinking about an experience our family went through when the boys were small. So please stay tuned and I'll share it with you. This is my 55-gallon aquarium a couple years ago. Having any of our grandchildren here is always such a pleasure. It's amazing how each age they go through takes me back to when my sons were that age. Our youngest granddaughter just turned 3. Well, that took me back to a frightening memory of when our youngest son was just about that age. We were raising our 4 sons on a beef farm in rural Ontario. It was a lovely day, mild and warm, perfect for planting our potatoes. I had strep throat and no help to anyone. Suffering in bed while everyone was out enjoying the day didn't seem fair to me. The boys were up in the mow playing with a new litter of kittens when it happened. Boy number 4, our youngest, wandered off in the mow while the others played. Leaning against the elevator door, he fell, a good 3 meters to a concrete pad below. I'm not sure how long he laid there before he was discovered, but it couldn't have been very long. In my sickbed upstairs, I heard the ruckus and came running. Our little boy was gently laid on the couch as someone called 911. I knelt beside my baby boy, softly touching his face. His forehead was wide open, the skin having split, revealing his white skull beneath. His eyes were only whites, the dark brown of his eyes completely gone. He made this odd gurgling sound as I stayed by his side and silently prayed for fear of losing my youngest son. Within 10 minutes, the ambulance had arrived and they were on their way to the hospital. Keeping the other boys close by my side, we waited to hear word. They arrived at the hospital, but then they were transferred to a children's trauma center in a larger city. Not hearing anything for what seemed like hours, I was quickly losing control. Finally, the call came. Our little boy was admitted to the Children's Trauma Center after undergoing a series of MRIs and CAT scans, checking his skull for fractures. For 3 days, our baby boy was unconscious. Those were the 3 most difficult days of my life. With 3 young sons at home, I couldn't spend the time I wanted with our little one until I had someone to look after the boys and relieve me. As soon as I could, I would race to the hospital to be with my baby boy. I remember just sitting and watching his beautiful little face as he slept. On the evening of the 3rd day, his eyes began to flutter, and my heart leapt for joy within my chest. I sat with him on my lap for the first time in 3 days. I didn't think I'd be able to let him go. As it was getting late and it was time for me to leave, the doctor came in and gave me the best news ever. He told me I could take my baby home with me. For the next few days, we were told to keep him quiet and restrict his activities. That is a very tall order when you're talking about a 2.5-year-old little boy with 3 big brothers. It was a difficult task, which I was fighting a losing battle with. By the middle of the week, the doctor called with the scan results. He sustained a closed head injury and would be fine. Throughout this horrible ordeal, we were blessed with so many concerned people phoning, asking if there was anything they could do, asking about our son's well-being, and even bringing over meals and desserts so I didn't have to worry about cooking. We were showered with blessings and prayers, and that is what got us through. Looking back now, we were certainly well blessed, although as it's all happening, you are so weak and so overwhelmed, you don't realize the magnitude of these blessings. Accidents like this happen every day. There is no blame to be placed. We cannot carry burdens like this as they don't belong to us. Life brings us through so many trials and tribulations. All we can do is hold on to each other and draw strength from the love we share. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. We're going on holidays at the end of this week for about 10 days, so I will be busy and not around, but I'm looking forward to the fall and getting back to normal. So until then, I will talk to you soon. Bye.